Okay, so after a small delay, hopefully we will actually be having sound.
Overrated.
Yeah, you seem to be.
Yeah, great.
Because
So
like I
hi,
should.
welcome.
I was like, I'll let the people know that we're doing this, and then I was like, oh yeah, let's, what, I gotta look up his Twitch, and then I was like, open the page, and I was like, I don't hear anything.
Yeah. It's funny because I had opened the Twitch page in mute to make sure that it was broadcasting, and because I didn't want it to echo and would not have known. So I'm very glad you said that. Hi, welcome. This is the Probably Okay Games channel. I'm Jason. I made a game called Demigods. I made one game and founded an LLC. So there you go. That's an insight into my psyche, and um, I do a lot
Hey,
of
so did Gary
streaming.
Gygax.
Yeah, I do a lot of streaming over at Happy Jack's RPG. I have been a pitch hitter at Saving Throw Show. I'm on a mission to sit in every seat in the studio, which is temporarily delayed. I ran a campaign at 12 Sided Stories. So what I wanted to do was put together a multiverse game for folks from all of those universes and then play in Spiderverse. I just had a moment of like, what were we saying when nobody could hear us? Oh, everything. So, and thank you again, Eric, for pointing that out, because we would have just had a nice long session of us doing nothing. So anyway, we're playing a Masks campaign set in the Spiderverse, into the Spiderverse movie, kind of after the movie loosely. We're not going to be too tied to that, and let's introduce our players. Adam,
Oh,
that's you.
it's me, Halito. I'm Adam, and I am playing the Brain playbook, and name will probably be Spider Octopus. Um,
Spider pussy
um,
coward.
yeah.
Thank you.
Do it, coward.
I don't know. Somebody said tone. Anyway, I'm playing the Brain playbook. You can find me on social media at Hoobuk, Hoobuk, and I'm generally know these clowns from Happy Jacks, where you can find a lot of games that I've GM'd or played in.
Okay, Abria.
Hey guys, I'm Abria Iyengar. I'm going to be playing Miles Morales using the Janice playbook. I'm very, very excited. I love my boy. I ran a roll for good sneakers every day. This is going to be me like living my vicarious sneaker life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about
Yes.
fighting crime, just like sick kicks.
Sure. And, for the record, just so it's been said, any of these characters, anything we do here, this is all, our own sort of license-free universe. And if you want to, like, gender bend any character or, make adjustments to things or relate a character to, it's like this character, but not exactly like, that's great. It's the multiverse. We do what we want.
This is all deeply canonical. What are you talking about?
Okay.
We're just going to be dropping spoilers for the sequel.
Okay. Duly noted. And I'm sorry, Abri, did you say which playbook you picked?
The Janice.
Oh, right. You did say that.
I did.
The
The one that's made for Spider-Man.
Yep.
I was very confused when we're like, let's play this. I'm like, okay, how are we not just all going to pick the Janice? And it's going to be super weird.
Yeah. I had an idea of having what do you call it? The what's the like evil Spider-Man that came from space? The
Venom, Carnage.
Venom as the doomed
Ooh,
playbook.
Carnage.
I thought would have been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey. You can find me on social media at Joey Nestra because I'm really original. I am going to be playing the Protege playbook. Current Spider-Man, currently unknown. Maybe Spider-Son.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Protege and Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric. You can find me most places at Mostly Eric. Yeah, I am going to be playing the Transformed playbook because I am playing not Spider-Man, but Man Spider.
Thanks, I hate it.
So happy about this. Yeah, you think my character is gross. Look up Man Spider.
No, I don't want to.
No, no.
Okay, so next week we will be joined by our fifth member, Michelle Otis of 12-Sided Story fame, and that will round out our crew. But today we'll get through some of our what you call it, world building. That's a thing. So I guess we should start out with, do we want to set this in, Miles Morales' New York? It seems like a good place to start.
Hey.
It is kind of fun to just like play in that world and play centered around Miles, who is so adorable.
Yeah, definitely.
Cutie.
He's a precious boy.
Okay, cool. So we'll just adopt that as our set, and the couple things we should talk about before we get too much further are safety tools. I'm a big fan of some of these things that have come up recently, and one of them is the X card, which is the opportunity to remove something from the game, and that could be something small like, hey, that is the name of my dad, and I don't want that to be the person you're kissing, so please don't do that. And that's a perfectly reasonable thing to X card, as well as things that maybe are more upsetting or discomforting. So for instance, if there's a pit full of snakes and you're like, oh, nope, this is just going to be 2 hours of unhappiness thinking about a pit full of snakes. Like, cool, all right, it's rats now or whatever. Like we could change the danger into whatever we want it to be. It doesn't have to be something that makes you feel terrible. So the X card's a very versatile tool to make sure that we're all safe and taking care of each other, which is more important than any amount of storytelling. And then we also have a document that I have texted each of you a link to. You can log into that anonymously on Google Docs and list whatever your lines and veils are. Lines, for those unfamiliar, are things that just don't exist in this world. They don't happen off screen. It's just not a thing that we get into. And veils are things that we know happens in the world. It's okay, but we don't want to have all the gory details up front. So a couple of examples I have, for me at least, under the lines, and I'm only saying mine as an example. Y'all don't have to say what yours are. That's why the doc is anonymous if you want to do that. But as an example,
well, anyways, here are my deep-seated personal
yeah. But I don't mind sharing mine just to set an example of so a line for me is sexual violence. It's also a game about teens, so just like double no thank you. So we don't need to have that. And then for me, I think I literally put teen sexy times in there. In that, like, teens making out is whatever. I am a teacher. I see that literally every day. If things actually progress to the hot and heavy, that's fine. Teens have sex, and that doesn't bother me. But it's definitely going to be way off screen, way off screen. I think partly, we're all adults and would be uncomfortable with that. Double uncomfortable as a school teacher of high schoolers. Like, no thank you. So feel free to add whatever you like to that list. I will do my very best to honor it. And if I miss something or something comes up that you didn't think of, that's what the X card is for. It's kind of our backstop to make sure everyone's safe and happy and having fun. And that's all I could think of. Did I miss anything on safety tools or any other safety tools that somebody would like to bring in?
I think you hit the big ones.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If something comes up, never bring it up because it's too late.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have we've picked our playbooks. I trust all of you to. All of you have played Masks at least once. Masks has a really cool set of relationship questions. We're also going to add in some stuff from Decima. Decima is a game made by our friend Kimmy. You can find it at goldenlassogames.com. I waited until Abria put food in her mouth to talk about Decima.
Now, what's Decima?
It's a tarot-based game that has all these fun questions on it, and you can draw them at random and get relationship questions, location questions, kind of big picture group questions. And so you've all got several of those to choose from. We're going to go through some of them today, but we will save some of them also for when Michelle joins us, because we don't want to leave her out of all this fun stuff. So let's do a little bit of a setup. So what I'm picturing is this Spiderverse New York. It's Miles Morales' New York. And the other four of you will be joining that New York through various feats and portals, or maybe you were already part of Miles Morales' world. Does anybody have thoughts on whether you were here already or whether you portaled in somehow? Anything like that?
I was here already.
Oh, okay. Nailed it.
Nice.
Cool.
Do you still, Miles, do you still go to that day school?
Heck yeah, I do.
Okay.
Visions
forever.
Academy.
Yep.
Got it. And
Just rewatched it yesterday. It's
So good.
Oh my god, I need
It's
to
good.
rewatch it again.
yeah, I'm going to put it
Yeah.
on after this. So, Miles, what year are you?
Second year. We're only aging it up a little bit now, right?
Yeah. So you're a sophomore now?
Yeah.
Okay. And,
It's like 15, 16-ish.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I portaled in because I think I want to be. So, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, Facey Spider-Man, or second Spider-Man, goes back and tries to get back together with Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
I'm the kid that resulted in them getting back together.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So your
No.
timelines, you're having a little bit of a time warp as well.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, whatever. It's the multiverse.
It's fine.
Do what I want.
So yeah, his name is Preston Parker.
Preston Parker for Joey. And so does that mean you're the protege who's portaled in here without your protege?
My men. Yeah, I think at this
Is
point
mentor
it's kind
even
of
a word?
No, not really. But yeah, I think so. I think I got thrown in and trying to bring all the stuff that my mentor / dad taught me,
Uh-huh.
but without the training wheels. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you ever do the weird thing where you accidentally called your school teacher mom or dad?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's real cute. He actually wanted me to be Spider Boy, and I said absolutely not.
Yeah.
So my
Dear
name,
God.
my hero name is Arachnid.
Arachnid.
Nice.
Okay.
He tried to also get that to be a rat kid, and I said no, no, Dad.
Gross. Dads
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
Dad
worst.
jokes.
Sweatpants, Dad.
Ugh,
So Preston,
it's so good.
how long ago did you wind up in this New York?
Probably maybe 3 months ago.
Okay.
Still trying to figure things out. I think I'm trying to find out where this multiverse's version of my dad is.
Okay.
Which sucks because he's dead. And
Oopsie.
that's fun.
Have
So now
you,
I don't know. Mhm.
have you discovered that Miles is like you?
I think if I have, it's a recent discovery.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think
Fine.
I decided, well, if I'm in this multiverse and my dad is dead, I have to take his mantle. And
Okay.
like I'll be the new Spider-Man. This is apparently what I was training for.
Or
And
is
now I get to
Miles
be
your
my-
dad now? I think that's how it works.
That might be.
Yeah, I could be your dad.
Yeah.
Sure, dude.
Here for it.
Okay.
I do the hey to you. First
Hey.
lesson. Hey.
Hey. Love it. Okay, cool. Preston, so you're in New York, you're kind of living on your own and going to Miles' school at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visions Academy.
Absolutely at Visions.
I do feel like Vision would have an issue of branding, of like, excuse me, you have to pay me for that.
Oh no, it's Visions.
Yeah, it's like his academy.
No. There's no apostrophe. It's fine.
Isn't
Also,
there?
he's not a people, so he can't own property.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Robo hate.
So
Okay.
he's a war criminal. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, not wrong. Well, let's go to Eric.
Why, hello. I think my spider person is definitely also someone who came in through a portal of some description. I feel like his name is Peter Parker, but he comes from a universe where he was bitten by a radioactive spider and not only got the spider powers, but got a spider visage. You know, he's got a very
I have to Google it now.
Yeah, he's got like a humanoid form, but he's got four like spider legs that come out of his back, and he's got like a spider like head and stuff, and he's covered his hands are claws, and he's covered in like, you know, like tarantula fuzz and stuff like that. He looks very much like a spider. It's hard to find photos of him because he's only been in like 4 panels.
Yeah.
And if he bites you, he makes you faint, and then you wake up at your house.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
or at
accurate.
the dock, and Wilbur tells you that to be careful. But yeah, I feel like this is like, the version of him that was like bit by a spider and was transformed. Yeah,
Okay, so
a little less violent than that.
Anthropomorphic, 6 arms, 2 legs, spider head.
Yeah,
Okay. Most terrifying visage imaginable. That's okay.
but still a teen boy.
Yeah. So so he's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Also Joey's dad. Do you have a superhero name?
I think I think people just call him the man spider. Like he's like
Okay.
he's like, I imagine in his land he's basically become a hermit, like living in like the sewers or something like that, like in the subway tunnels, like trying to help people out, but also people are terrified of him.
Yeah, as is right and appropriate.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Okay. So are you kind of living in the tunnels now?
I imagine he would probably, like, if we haven't met yet, like, or if we've met Miles, I imagine it would be like he's, you know, continuing his thing, living in the tunnels, trying to help people where he can, and would probably end up running into various spider people, I guess, in the course of his do-goodery.
Okay. All right. So let's connect that real quick. Miles, what was that like when you ran into Man Spider?
I think he was like very much like screaming and shocked, and then tried to be like, he tries to be cool with it, but he is deeply upset every time they like meet up. Like, just like, oh, hey, yeah, it's fine.
I imagine,
It's
yeah,
cool.
because
We're good. It's cool.
he's quiet like a spider, so I imagine there's a lot of like fun comic relief of like all the spider people talking, and then Man Spider descends down and starts speaking, and everyone's like, oh god, I forgot you were there.
Yeah. Every time.
But Man Spider still avoided where spinnerets are supposed to come out of, right?
Oh,
Think so. I think
please,
yeah.
God, yes.
I'd like to just say yes for our campaign.
Yeah, I don't see too many photos of him using webbing, so I
Yeah.
imagine he probably still has web shooters.
Yeah, let's just not have crotch webbing. That's all I'm asking.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want that.
Nobody does.
I think
I
he's
mean,
still.
Not to yuck anyone's yum, but I don't want that.
Now, can I? Because I was planning on having that be one of my powers. I
Crotch
wanted my
webbing?
dad, not crotch webbing, but creating my own web. Can it still come from the
Crotch
wrist?
webbing.
Are we okay there? Can
Oh
we?
yeah, I'm
that-
fine with
okay.
that. Is everyone okay with
Okay.
that?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Gooey stuff coming out of your wrist.
Disgusting.
Puberty, am I right?
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. So the four of you have come together, and we're going to include Michelle's question in this later. We'll sort of retroactively roll all that together. But oh, cool! That PDF just closed that I had opened ahead of time. So there's a series of questions we get to add words. Series of questions we get to ask and answer about when our team first came together. And this would be when the five of you first kind of stumbled into each other and, figured out that you were going to do a thing. And there's kind of an order to these questions. I think this doesn't have the order for the expanded playbook. So Adam, I'm just going to have you go last as the brain.
Adam, you're muted.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Also, Adam, I didn't get what was your character's name?
Spider Octopus, and his real name is Cecil Octavius.
Cecil. And Spider Octopus is...
I'm just going to call you Spock.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But yeah, I think people call him all kinds of things other than Spider Octopus, which it only irritates him.
Okay. So you're trying to make Spider Octopus happen.
It's not going to happen.
Spider Octopus just is, and everybody else keeps trying to make other things happen, and so Spider Octopus doesn't happen, and it's really their fault.
Okay. And when you turned up in New York, you mentioned you have tendrils or something?
I believe the term is tentacles.
No, that's not what I said.
I don't think that's it.
So, no. So yes. So so Cecil comes from a world where there was a war with Atlantis, and the Atlanteans did some sort of greenhouse effecting and essentially flooded most of the planet. And so my parents, Otto Octavius and Carol Connors, were trying to create technology and biology altering things to help people breathe underwater or operate underwater. And I, as the child of geniuses, am also a genius. And so I thought that they were doing it wrong. So I tried to fix their experiment. Before they could test it on my boyfriend, Peter Parker. And and instead I got subjected to the experiment, and it caused me to gain octopus powers. And so I have octopus tentacles that can sprout out of my back, and I can use them for like super strength and moving around really quickly and weirdly. And also I have ink shooters.
Okay.
Nice.
You wanted to make a game about spider people, and I wanted to make it weirder.
Okay.
Yay! Someone always has to.
Just for my...
That's me.
I'm having a little trouble. I mean, It's a Marvel comic book. I don't know why I can't grasp this. But could the tentacles, like, maybe you, like, wrap them around you under your clothes rather than, like, I don't understand how that would, like, pull into your body.
Yeah.
Is that doable?
Yeah, they could. Yeah, they could wrap around. I think they could.
Do you know
they
how
can
drag
shrink
queens
up.
tuck?
Yeah. Have you ever played the video game Octodad?
Yeah.
I am not. What? I am not.
Yes and no.
You were an octopus pretending to be a father, and you wear clothes and you try and do normal everyday tasks like buy groceries and mow your lawn, but you're an octopus.
I love the world we live in.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
have to look that up
amazing.
later.
But octopi are extremely they're very like collapsible and
Okay.
squishy. So
If
yeah,
that's important to you,
think
then
yeah.
okay.
No, I think I can wrap them around my body. Oh,
Maybe
actually,
you just like pin curl them.
no, Oh, you know what? That's the thing because it's me, so I have to play a hot character. So I'm like actually super fit. But everybody thinks I'm like kind of pudgy because because I'm basically like have my octopus arms wrapped around me like a belly.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's super cute.
Yeah. So like in your civilian clothes,
Yeah.
Does your
in my
face
civilian clothes and
does your face look less human or is still very human?
I think it still looks human. Because I don't want to I don't want to jump into the transformed story. So yeah, it mostly looks pretty human. I think my eyes look really weird.
Yeah.
Which is why
just like a tiny bit too big and like big dark eyes kind of.
Yeah. So I wear these like big Coke bottle type glasses that sort of like make it. So yeah, I'm basically finding a way to make it so that you get the Doc Ock profile, but when he goes into a superhero costume, he's actually super hot still. So, because this is a thing for me. So.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. But in his disguise, he looks like a heavy set kid with big thick glasses. So yeah.
Okay.
So this is wish fulfillment. This is me as a teenager, but I didn't get to turn into an octopus superhero. But that's fine.
That's what you want everyone to think.
Shh. Wow, Jason. Wow.
Okay, so I think we have a good bit of information there. Let's go through all the intro stuff, like the background questions that you have on your sheet, and then we'll do the when we first came together. Let's go back to Joey.
Cool. So you want the relationship questions?
No, the
backstory. I see. Yeah. How did you meet your mentor? Well, I met him when I was born.
At birth. Okay.
Yeah. When and why did you choose to train with them? I think my dad is really bad at keeping that shit on lock at the home. Like, it's not in a lockbox. It's just in a closet. And I was like, bored at home on a sick day and just started rummaging around through things. And I found the costume and I found all the gadgets. And he's like, well, you kind of know now. Let's get this going.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did they agree to train me? I think that actually, no, I'm going to revert back on that last question. I think I started exhibiting powers.
Okay.
And he's like, well, now I have to show you how to use things because otherwise you're going to get yourself hurt. So I think it was more of a dad being like, this is how you protect yourself situation. Who else outside the team knows about your training? I think, I don't know. I feel like the obvious answer would be mom, but I like the idea of her not knowing, especially since she's not going to be in the verse.
Yeah.
It seems kind of pointless.
Yeah, let's get someone in this universe.
Yeah.
Maybe a teacher?
Yeah.
Maybe your computer teacher, Mr. Mills. Mills?
No.
Yeah. Weird.
Different name, please.
Yeah.
But at day schools like that, a lot of times there are kids who stay all weekend because they've traveled from really far away to go to school there, and so it's like a full-on boarding school as well. So we could set it up as if you're boarding there.
I love that. Okay. I love that.
So then you've got a lot to choose from. It could be a teacher. It could be like the dorm parent, who's looking out after everyone, who's usually not one of the teachers, but could be sort of a McGonagall type figure.
Yeah, I'm big on that. So I'll name her in a minute, or if you want to name her, I totally give you permission to name her. But I like that, like dorm supervisor.
I'll make a dorm mom note and come up with something.
Yeah, and why do I care about the team? Because even though you guys are all so completely different, I see a bit of my dad in each of you, and I miss my dad, and I want to make him proud. And I think by helping all of you in the way that he helped me, it's kind of returning the favor. And really, I think that helping you guys might be the only way of getting me back home to my dad.
Okay. And I should note our setting is we're not going to be glitching all over the place.
Good.
Whatever it was that tore the boundaries asunder has settled down somewhat, and people can just slip back and forth at this point. So we just don't know exactly how. Okay, let's go, Bria.
See, mine's gonna be easy because everyone's seen the movie. When did you first put on the mask? Why? Go watch the movie.
In the movie.
Yeah. Why do you keep a secret identity? To protect my family.
Yeah, literally, Peter Parker told those were his dying words.
Yeah, exactly. Because the movie told me to, so I do that. Who outside the team knows my dual identity? My awesome roommate Genki. I don't think they ever said his name in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Genki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who thinks the worst of your masked identity? My dad, but it's changing over time. And why do you care about the team? Because they're the ones that get it. And I remember how nice it was to not feel alone in the first movie when I was in the movie when I was learning my powers. So yeah, it's great.
Cool.
He's very into the idea of the group getting back together, even if it's different people.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Also, maybe Gwen comes back. I don't know. It would be great.
But whatever.
We're friends. It's fine.
She's a lot older than you.
She's a year older than me.
Yeah,
and it's cool. It's whatever. It's fine. We're just friends. It's cool.
Let's go. Is that all? Are those all your questions? Okay. Yep. Eric.
Okay. See, someone in our location is advised or adverse to change. Who? Why is tradition important to them?
Wait, I think we're doing the playbook questions.
Oh,
yeah?
the playbook questions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do the backstory questions for your playbook.
Okay, then that makes more sense. Okay, playbook questions. Backstory. Who were you before? I was Peter Parker. I was a young up-and-coming science student. I did some photography for the Daily Bugle. Just a little nerd that nobody really paid attention to. What did you change? When did you change? What caused it? Well, I was I was bitten by a genetically altered spider. That when I was on a school field trip, that caused me to gain all of my powers. Who outside the team?
I like it.
Yeah, who outside the team is helping you understand your new body? I would say he was working before all of this. He was working with one of the few people he reached out to was Dr. Kurt Connors. Was probably the only person he could talk to about this stuff because he's the smartest person he knew about genetics and maybe reversing this stuff. See, why did you try to just hide yourself away, or why don't you try and just hide yourself away? Well, he was gonna. I mean, he thought hide away, don't let anyone see him. But he. In hiding, he found a a kinship to the people that have to live in like the tunnels and stuff like that, the homeless, the people that do that to survive. And many were afraid, but some weren't afraid of him. There are a few that like accepted him as just another one of the freaks that society has thrown away, and then he's decided to defend them, and then his sense of tribe grew, and eventually he started fighting for them and then fighting for everybody.
Awesome. Do you do like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trench coat and hat?
Yeah,
and,
obviously.
Nobody notices that you're a spider.
Yeah. He's got a big old trench coat and a hat, and then he fights Casey Jones in Central Park. It's all
Yes.
it's all there.
This can be arranged.
Yeah. Let's see. Why do you care about the team? Because they are some of the only people that can understand what he's going through. That even though like they're going through their own different things, we are all changed in a way that none of us wanted originally. I think all of us have been forced into this life.
Cool. Those are all your backstory questions?
I believe so. Yes.
Cool. Adam?
Okay. How did you first reveal your genius to your friends and family? I think by transforming myself when I took the serum and turned myself into the spider octopus, the superior spider octopus. Yeah. And why did you decide to use your intellect for the benefit of others? I think this was well, I had written down I felt guilty, but now I think it's more like I have to think about that one. Let me come back to that one. What accident or misfire taught you some sense of humility or responsibility? I think maybe I was messing with something else that I probably wasn't supposed to, that got me portaled in here, and now I'm stuck, maybe. So it was kind of me realizing like I need to be a little more careful about what I stick my nose into. I need to think more before I start experimenting on things.
Sure.
Who helped you realize you need other people? I think that was early on, and that was my boyfriend Peter Parker back in my original universe, who helped me deal with the transformation and helped me realize I should use my abilities to help people. Yeah. And I guess that answers the second question too. Why did I decide to use my intellect for the benefit of others? So yeah, that's weird. Those are kind of redundant. Okay, and then why do I care about the team? I think I spent most of my life kind of without a lot of friends, and not really, I think I'm a little bit snobby and arrogant and Octavius like, and so I think I had generally driven a lot of people away, but as the other spider people around, these kids are like actually the closest I've ever had to friends. So I think I'm trying to learn how to not be a dick. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I like that. Hold on one second. I need to adjust my room a little bit.
Okay, now that he's gone, what do we do?
We break the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
We play Spider Hearts.
Yeah,
let's
Spider
all
Hearts.
the Spider Hearts. Yes. No, let's all switch playbooks.
Yeah, perfect. We're all the Scion now. Good luck.
I would just like to point out that was Abria and not me.
Whoa, snitch! What's up?
Also, your
Damn.
voices don't sound at all alike, so.
Disagree. Hard disagree.
Disagree.
Okay. So it is time to do our when our feet first came together.
Okay, Ariel.
I just want to be okay. So a couple of these we have to answer the first one together, which would normally go to the bull. The first question is: we defeated a dangerous enemy. Who or what was it? And we'll just keep in mind that Michelle's character was there too.
Carnage.
Oh.
What?
Also, just a quick hello to the folks coming in chat. Thanks for joining us so much on Monday Morning Masks. We're going to be keeping this going for a little while. Welcome in. So, Abria, did you want Carnage?
Oh, I just yelled a thing. But if anyone has a better idea, that's fine.
Are we frozed?
Are we Frozone? What?
Oh yeah, let's fight Frozone.
The video seemed like your video feed seems to be frozen, but I think the audio is still going.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Okay.
Wait, is there a?
Okay, so chat says we froze, but you can hear us, I guess.
Is there a ice hero or ice villain in Spider-Man world?
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man has quite the rogues gallery.
Oh yeah,
right.
There's a lot of things to choose from there.
I don't know if Hydro Man's powers are strictly ice-based, but I'm sure he could probably conjure some ice.
Yeah.
Eric, you big nerd.
He's a smart boy. He can figure it out.
Indeed.
And God, there's so many good ones to choose from.
Right? I mean, any of the Sinister Six, really.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Oh man, this makes me want to like just go play or go read a bunch of comics now.
It could be Morbius the Living Vampire, and we just like beat the crap out of what's his
Only
name?
if it's him played by Jared Leto in that movie that I very much hate. That's coming out.
I'd rather have someone else.
Come on, let us fight Jared Leto, please.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's okay. Never mind. Now that's
if we fight him,
and we already know that we won. This is
yeah,
the
that's
best possible
true.
world.
That's true.
right?
Okay, I don't know how to restart this window because so chat like our Zoom chat is live and moving, and my OBS hates it. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm just going to crush this and recreate it, and that'll teach it a lesson.
Oh, what if it was Kraven the Hunter and he was like coming to capture Man-Spider?
I could see that.
That could be.
I could see Kraven the Hunter coming after Man-Spider. It's the most dangerous game.
Yeah. Face everybody's worst fears. Mr. Negative. What?
Can we just fight the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? The Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man in a dance-off.
Okay, this is weird.
Okay, what if we do something like super grounded and just like fight Galactus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a very chill one.
I don't think you get how this works.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, but it's okay. It's like teenage Galactus.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Galactus.
Galactine.
so moody.
He like hungers, but he also just like wants to be understood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
And just so much acne.
Oh my god. Yeah, I love it.
Mm.
Okay.
He hungers, but for like flaming hot Cheetos, not playing it.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, that's why he didn't eat Earth. He's going after Mars.
Yeah, there you go.
Sort of an appetizer.
Right? Yeah, it's a hot Cheeto planet. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to think of others.
There's
Lizard
always Green
Cl-
Goblin / Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin would
Right.
be about our age.
Okay.
Mhm. Teenage
theory.
Hobgoblin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you thinking Hobgoblin from? Oh, I was thinking of Green Goblin. Yeah, all of those are good options. Sorry, I almost
Yeah,
have a
'cause-
solution here.
Sorry. Yeah, because Hobgoblin is a teenager, right? Right. He's also
Yeah.
He's name James Franco in the Tobey Maguire.
Oh, okay.
Now all I
Yeah.
can think is James Franco.
Norman Osborn's son.
Peter's best friend.
Yeah. Something Osborn.
Only we had the entire internet at our fingertips.
Nope. No cheating.
I mean, I know
Yes,
it, but I
cheating.
want you all to realize it. So.
Eric is like, why am I in a game with these spider amateurs?
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry,
That's
I
true.
read X-Men. Harry Osborn.
Oh
Harry,
shit!
that's it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm an X-Men baby. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
I
mean-
truly didn't give a fuck about Spider-Man until Miles Morales came out.
Ta-da.
Fair enough.
Sorry about it.
I actually always really liked Spider-Man, but I just never read the books a lot. But I loved when he would team up with every mutant. And I would always get excited about mutant Spider-Man team ups.
Well, I cried during Captain America's Civil War because I was like, oh my god, they got Spider-Man right finally.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that was incredible.
so you're a big long-time Spider-Man fan?
No,
Eric?
I just like casually enjoyed him, but I was like, they've never gotten him right. I was like,
Yeah.
they've just never done a good Spider-Man on film.
Mhm.
Facts.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I was a little distracted getting the camera up and running again. Did we decide on who we fought?
Yeah, we're fighting James Franco.
Just the actor James Franco.
no,
He knows what he
we're
did.
gonna.
Listen,
Yeah.
he's like very problematic, and I don't understand why he keeps getting work.
That.
Also true.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because cancel culture isn't the thing we want it to be.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Hobgoblin.
Okay. Hobgoblin. I'm gonna need some pictures for reference. Hobgoblin. No, from
I had
Spider-Man.
a class with James Franco in college. I didn't know it until the end of the trimester. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like, that kid looks very high.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Hobgoblin looks a lot like the Green Goblin, but not green.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Demo Goblin or some of the other goblins.
Eric, you big fucking nerd.
Okay. Hobgoblin, so it looks like he has like 8 different backstories. Which backstory for Hobgoblin do you want?
That he's the well, if the caveat of that in Into the Spiderverse is that it's kind of the Tobey Maguire universe, kind of. So if that's the catch, then the original Green Goblin died, and then Harry Osborn took over the mantle
Mm-hmm.
as the Hobgoblin, and that
Okay, so we want this is a Harry Osborn, but that would be an adult Harry Osborn.
But this one's not.
Well, it could be. I mean, if he was the same age as this universe's Peter Parker,
right?
Yeah.
it could be the adult version. That works.
Or
Also, comic books change stuff all the time, so you can just do whatever you want.
yeah.
Yep.
No, but what I'm trying to get a feel for is what you all want because it can literally be anything. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to battle adult Harry Osborn? Do you want to battle teenage Harry Osborn? Do you want to battle Harry Osborn's teenage progeny?
Let's just go adult.
Yeah, let's make
Yeah.
it simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, grown-ups are the worst.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Parents just don't
Ah,
understand.
dude, beat me to it. God damn it.
Yeah.
We can always go into the Hobgoblin verse if we want to later.
Yes,
Right.
that's true.
The Goblin verse.
Okay, so so that's our first question. We defeated a dangerous enemy. It was the adult Harry Osborn Hobgoblin. So going down here, we don't have a Nova or Outsider. Janice.
What's up?
We saved the life of someone important, either to the city or to us. Who was it? Why are they important?
I think we saved. Do we all go to Vision?
I don't.
I do.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
In his hat and trench
I do
coat.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. How about we saved the current mayor of the city?
Mm.
Oh, okay. Saved the mayor
Yeah.
of New York.
Yep. And I think, I don't know if I can like piggyback off of that. Maybe like our little like Spider Squad has been like under the radar, but like this high profile one like has given a bit of like positive PR to like, oh, there's like new spider people around.
Okay.
Mm.
Cool.
Could the new is the new mayor Mary Jane Parker?
No,
After no.
I hate Mary Jane. Please, God, no. Why?
But I just
Why?
like because in the movie when she's like addressing people at the funeral, she was like kind of like Jackie O like, and it was like, oh, it'd be
Damn
cool.
it.
She like became
Fine.
political after. You don't have to.
Yeah, it could be someone else.
Why do you hate my mom?
He's dated a lot of women. It could be a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's true.
No, it's okay. Make it Mary Jane. That's cute. You know how I feel about redheads in the Marvel Universe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why
I don't care
it's,
for 'em.
That you're wrong? Yeah.
we can pick
I'm
someone
Yes.
else.
not wrong. No, I'm into it.
Joey, show her your shirt.
I did.
Oh.
Show it to the public.
I don't remember it.
Bitch.
Okay. So
Yes.
all right. So
Beautiful.
MJ has become the mayor of New York after the
Yeah.
incident, and her sort of prominence and all that. It was sort of sparked her public political career.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Cool.
I think that's cool. Bria doesn't care about me, but it's fine.
Well, it's her
I
way
care
of
about
keeping
you.
Peter's legacy and keeping people safe. But, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next one on our list is the Transformed. Eric, we drew attention and ire from plenty during the fight. One important person in particular now hates and fears us. Who is it?
Ooh.
Is it too on the nose to say J. Jonah Jameson is very much against the weird spider monster that is now roaming the streets of New York?
No, I mean we're
Here
playing
for it.
Spider-Verse. We don't have to avoid everything in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot like
Yeah.
like it's like Spider-Man has always been like an obsession for him, but I imagine seeing the Man Spider is like the new like top story is weird monster that is roaming New York. What does it do? Like, why aren't the authorities catching this crazed monster?
Oh, and it was aided and abetted by several other spider people.
Yeah.
And so it just proves JJ right that they're all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Chet, get me a picture of Man Spider. No, wait. I didn't want that.
Yes, you did.
Okay. That's great. J. Jonah Jameson. Does anyone remember what that first J stands for?
I think it's just for Jay. No, I
Yeah.
Jay.
Like Jay.
It's out
Yeah.
there. I was trying to think of it off the top of my head. I couldn't think of it. Okay. Pratigi.
It's John.
Is it John?
Oh,
That's-
Yeah.
That is.
John
His name
Jameson.
is John Jameson Jr.
Gross.
His name is my name too.
Oh.
All right, Joey. We
Yo.
stuck together after all was said and done. Why? How do we keep in contact?
Well, I think we all stick together because we have a sense of belonging and we aren't alone anymore. At least that's the feeling I get. Also, for me personally, it's you're the closest connection I have to my dad and how I might get home. But yeah, I think we're just sticking together because we have that feeling of belonging to each other. We've all had those similar experiences. We all understand each other in a way that no one else does.
Okay.
And I think we all keep in contact. And this is going to be one of my resources when we get a little further. I think my dad created a communicator between the two of us, and I was able to, using the help of visions, kind of reverse engineer it. And so we have like these little communicators that are like a bracelet or like a necklace or some kind of fashion accessory
Okay.
that are very Power Ranger, but with spider.
Yeah. Okay. Spider comms.
Spider Rangers. Yeah.
No.
All right. I like that. Does that work for everyone? Why we stayed together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michelle, does that
Yeah.
work for you too? Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Cool.
It's all right.
Okay. So, Adam, I don't know what your question is.
It says, I created something lasting and beneficial for the whole team. What was it? Well, it would have been great to do spider comms.
Sorry.
I'm wondering if maybe I was able to create a space where we can get together secretly. Maybe
I like
or
that.
maybe,
Yeah, I like the idea that we have like a clubhouse or whatever, because I imagine like my character doesn't leave that area much.
yeah.
So I like sort of like the Oracle in this universe.
Right. Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know if this breaks
sorry.
the
Yeah,
Transforms whole gig, but what if you made a sort of a holo device that gives
That allows
Cecil-
Man
no,
Spider
Peter
Peter.
that allows Man
Hardest name to
Spider
remember.
a
Yeah, I mean maybe so, and it's only got enough battery power to do like 30 minutes at a time or something, but
Yeah.
So like it's super limited, so you can't use it all the time, but maybe some sort of device that allows you to like at least walk around for a few minutes a day, like enough to get from one place to another.
and that's if you want to have something like that, Eric, unless you want to have
No, I like the idea that like I can steal like little moments like but it's not a permanent thing. I'm not Peter Parker anymore.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And it's
And
a
it
total
doesn't-
illusion anyway. Like if you
Yeah.
hug someone, they're gonna get 6 arms around them. So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it doesn't change your size, so you can't like you can't suddenly fit in like teen boy sized spaces.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that if that's okay with you, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think if it's very limited in terms of like how much and how often you can use it, then you can still have that story of
Once
being
every long
isolated
rest.
and outcast. Right? Yeah. Jason's super strict about time records too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's impossible to have a meaningful campaign without that.
It's true. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how we came together. We beat up the Hobgoblin. We saved MJ, the mayor of New York. J. Jonah Jameson hates the man spider in particular and has implicated the rest of the spider crew with him. The protege made sure we stuck together because we need each other and emotions are good reasons. And the brain contributed by making it possible for Peter to hang out in the daytime sometimes for a little while. I love the idea of you like going to class and finding a corner seat where you could plug your device in. And like, oh no, I go to school here. Please don't touch me or come anywhere near me.
I need to be sitting near a wall outlet
at all times.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can explore that later. So we've got. I was planning on going till noon today. Does that work for everyone?
My day is yours.
Okay, so we've got about half an hour. I didn't want to get too far in anyway without Michelle. So why don't we go through and do one or two? We'll see how much time we have of the Decima questions that I sent you, and let's save the relationship questions until Michelle's here because we want to make sure that all gets tied up together. So let's go to your first location question.
Jason?
Yeah.
A suggestion real quick. Could we maybe talk about our moves real quick to get a better sense of who everybody is and what they do? Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's see kind of what route everyone went. Adam?
Yeah. But I bring it up. I volunteer. I know how teaching works.
Yep.
Okay. So I have.
Mr. Mills, do we not have homework this weekend?
Oh, yes. Now you do. You're welcome. Yeah. Okay. So I have a logical angle. When I comfort or support someone by rationally pointing out their mistakes so they can do better next time, I roll superior instead of mundane. If they do not open up to me, I mark a condition. So basic, yeah. Brainsplaining, exactly. Okay. Yeah. Scientific insight. I have achieved mastery over a field of science and technology, which I get to pick, and mine would be biochemistry. Okay. Whenever I assess the situation and my field of study is directly relevant, I may ask a single follow-up question. Okay. So, and then always prepared. When I have a chance to restock my supplies, I hold up to 2 gadgets. So I get a gadgets counter. When I unleash my powers by producing a brand new minor invention or gadget from my supply, I spend 1 gadget and roll superior. And when I reach 0 gadgets, I mark a condition.
Oh, so that lets you like unleash your powers without rolling freak.
Yes, I unleash my powers with superior, and I use up one of my gadget things. So I create little devices.
Sure.
So, and then I have this other additional thing called my shame. I have a deep and abiding sense of guilt for something I have created or had a hand in creating. It could have been something you invented when you first came into your genius, or something you set into motion that you no longer have the power to stop. It may even be something beyond your ability to achieve again. Just as you are a world-class intellect, your shame is a world-class problem. Whatever the case may be, my role in its creation is not publicly known yet.
Okay.
And then I have to, and there's some things about that we don't have to go over now, but I have to pick my shame: a prototype AI, a cosmic phenomenon, a catastrophic weapon, a dangerous chemical, a living monstrosity, or an altered former ally. And I would love it if I can get some help on coming up with that. And we don't have to do that now. We can do that at a later time, but maybe it's something that develops out of the world building we do.
Yeah.
So if there's a chance to have some world-class problem that I could have had a hand in creating, feel free to blame me for it.
Awesome. Also, I just saw Real Maldrex comment about the channel being called It's Probably Okay and not It's Pro Baby Okay, which I'm now wondering, is that another channel? I hope you didn't wind up somewhere you didn't want to be. I'm not anti-baby, but that's not my thing. That's funny. Made me laugh.
Pro baby.
Abria, tell us about your moves.
Okay. For the Janice, I start off with the mask, and I use my mask to hide my real identity. So I pick one of my labels. Obviously, for the sake of the joke from the soundtrack, I picked Danger. So what's up, Danger? So along with the mask, I'm going to take mild-mannered, which is when you try to use your civilian identity to deceive, trick, or slip past someone. Roll plus mundane. And I'll save you, which is you're willing to pay a high cost to keep your loved one safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching, or mark a condition to defend a loved one as if you had rolled a 12+. So those felt like the most like cinematic Spider-Man moves out of the playbook. So that's that.
Are we not going to call it Miles Mannered? Is that?
I hate you.
Okay.
You know how
She does not. She loves you.
You know how I feel about puns. I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, you love them.
How fucking dare? How dare? No. And then for a secret identity, I have to pick 3 obligations. So I think one, he has a job. He's an intern at a street art gallery. And let's see, school. Yeah, I like the schoolwork one because Visions is like a very like good school. So he's smart because we saw that like sequence at the end that he was like crushing it. But it's just a lot. It's like a hard course load. So having to keep up with all of school stuff. And then I want to do a slight spin on the social one for popularity because I don't think he's popular. I think he's trying though. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Socially
so
mobile.
He's like trying to be upwardly mobile socially, and spider stuff keeps getting in the way of it.
Sure. What has he done recently to try and move up through social groups? Like join a team
thing. No, he did like a public street art. So the gallery that he interns at like allowed him to do like a piece on the wall outside the building, and he did this like cool Spider-Man mural. And he like showed his friend, like he showed like all the cool kids, and they're like, okay, whatever. And then he had like Spider-Man himself come back and take a picture with it, like this is great, and everyone kind of liked it.
Excellent, excellent. The Tom Holland Spider-Man trying to decide whether to show up to the party.
Exactly.
It was just like everything I wanted from a superhero story.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Do you anything else on your sheet?
I guess should I mention the abilities that I picked?
Sure.
Cool. I grabbed impossible mobility and supernatural senses. I like that I said that. I like the fucking Venom Strike a bunch though.
Yeah.
So we'll call it we'll pick the one that's like bone generation, venom, or webs, but can it just be the Venom Strike?
Yeah,
that one's my favorite.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. All right,
that's the electricity thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, and also I mean, you know, remember like the powers in mass, like they're not like, you don't have to use just what's on there. So like you could say, I mean with the GM's approval, but I mean, you could probably
I would like all of Miles Morales' listed powers on the Wikipedia, please. There's so many. That's nice.
Yeah, because the invisibility thing's a big deal too.
Yeah, but I like the idea that he can't do it all the time.
Okay.
Can't do it when you're looking. Can't do it when you're looking.
Okay.
So maybe we can make it like he has to roll for it, and it's only on a 10+ and like, or like a 12+ or something like.
Yeah.
Just make it super hard to attempt to do, so it's not a reliable power of his yet.
Yeah. Does your playbook have an advancement for take an ability from another playbook?
It doesn't. It
Okay.
only has tick moves.
So let's add a custom advancement on there. That if you want to take it, then maybe you can master the invisibility thing.
Ooh, thank you.
That is something that we can. If there's anything on anyone's playbook that to make this fit in the Spider-Verse, happy to make adjustments like that. So
Cool. Thank you.
great.
All right, I'm all done.
Okay, Joey.
I took venting frustration. When you directly engage while you are angry, you can roll plus the label your mentor denies in clear angry, which will go over those labels in a second. Be mindful of your surroundings. This is my answer to the Peter tingle. When you assess the situation before entering into a fight, you may ask one additional question, even on a miss.
Okay.
And then heroic tradition. When you give someone the advice that you think your mentor would give, you can roll plus the label your mentor embodies to comfort or support someone instead of rolling mundane. Okay. And the mentor tags. So I believe that Peter Parker, my dad, embodied savior and denies superior.
Okay.
So that's what I chose there. And then so for my abilities, our shared ability between me and Spider Dad are enhanced strength and speed. My own ability is I'm able to produce my own web, so I'm going to use the web shooters. Mm-hmm. My dad's ability was the spider cling, which is why one of the things that I get, which is the mentor's resources, the first thing I picked was he kind of designed for me instead of web shooters, clingy gloves and boots.
Oh, like gecko glove kind of thing. Oh, cool.
So like where he had to supplement with web slingers, I was had to supplement with web and boot.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So something that just occurred to me too, one of the most iconic things about spider characters is that spider sense. Mm-hmm. And what I think we should do is just say everybody has spider sense, and that'll come up in different ways, or I'll just have you roll freak or whatever if something comes up. But don't use up one of your abilities. Like if there's something else on your sheet that could fit that slot, but otherwise let's just assume everybody has that, because it doesn't feel like Spider-Man if you don't have spider sense.
Sure.
So,
the only other one I could really take, because the other two relate to having my mentor kind of nearby, would be captain. When you enter a battle as a team, add an extra team to the pool and carry +1 forward if you're the leader. Mm-hmm. I was kind of looking at that one, but I didn't want to seize the leadership role from the group.
Well, I assumed it was man.
Are you the leader? Because I do feel like I'm your godfather in that, like, I'm the one that set your dad back so that you could be born.
Yeah, that's true. Basically,
so, like,
your daddy.
Right.
Yeah. I'm your dad here. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. I will have you know I'm the only one here named Peter Parker.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. We love it.
The literal question, who is your daddy? is
gross.
Yep. I accept that.
You know what? I think I'm going to keep be mindful of my surroundings, and maybe just my spider sense is a bit more attuned.
Okay. Yep.
Like, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Sure.
So
you pick the leader one. I was just giving you a hard time.
No, girl. Since when has that ever stopped me?
Me and Man Spider are your dads, and we just want you to know that. Yeah. And we're very proud of you.
We're your two gay dads.
Yes, here for it. So the only other thing is I'm having trouble coming up with the third resource that my mentor would have given me, because a lot of the options are like a hidden base, a vehicle, a supercomputer. Mm-hmm. None of those came with me through the portal.
Well, but actually, I mean, May has a secret base, literally, that, you know, you are essentially May's grandson.
That's true. We could make that available to you. You could also have come through with the knowledge of how to recreate some of those things.
True.
Which,
although,
you know,
I do. So going back to my backstory and the who else inside your team knows about your training. What if it's Aunt May?
Yeah.
That'd be cute. Mm-hmm.
What if instead of staying at the dorms on weekends, I stay with Aunt May?
That's cute.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I imagine Peter Parker might want to stay with Aunt May too, but I don't know how that's going to go. I like the potential drama of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to do the hidden Spidey base at Aunt May's.
Man Spider, did you have an Aunt May in your universe?
I would imagine, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably had an Aunt May that I'm sure like strained, but like relationship that because like she didn't have other Spider-Men to like ease her into it. She just like
Right. They're like, oh, we just jumped straight to 11. Okay. Okay.
Also, for everyone playing at home, Preston Parker is played by Cameron Monaghan.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
who
We
that
do
is.
need to do the fan casts. This is important
Yeah.
to me.
If you've played Jedi Fallen Order,
Uh-huh.
it's
Ooh.
Cal.
Yeah.
Oh, Cal! I love Cal.
Yeah.
Ponchos.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Eric, what moves did you pick?
I picked I'm Not My Body, which when I take a powerful physical blow, you may roll if you have 2 fewer conditions marked, and if you do on a 10 plus, you lose control of yourself in a terrible way. I thought would be fun.
Oh man, that'd be fun for a Nova to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I also have Unstoppable. When you smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger on a hit. The world breaks before you, and you get what you want. 7 to 9. Choose one condition, and you leave something behind or take something with you. And on a miss, you smash through, but leave devastation in your wake and wind up somewhere worse. GM's choice.
I love everything about that move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third move is Be the Monster. When you frighten, intimidate, or cow others with your monstrous form, roll plus freak. On a hit, they are thrown off, or they thrown off and make themselves vulnerable to you or flee. Let's see, choose one or choose 2 for 7 to 9. You frighten others. You do not intend to. You hurt someone or break something you shouldn't have, or you feel like you're a more monster afterwards. Mark a condition. GM's choice.
This is great. This is good for me.
And then the abilities I chose are Impenetrable Armor, because he's got a spider carapace, and then Superhuman Senses, not just like spider senses, but I think he has enhanced like taste, smell, eyesight. Like he's got full spider senses,
multifaceted eyes.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
or multi eyes, I guess. I think they're all
he's just
single
got
eyes.
many eyes now.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have the like wall crawling web shooting stuff?
I imagine he has, like, he can definitely wall crawl natively like everyone else. And I imagine web shooting is something that either he developed himself back home, or now that he's, in the secret base, like, team, he definitely is taking on, like, web shooting as part of his thing.
Okay. Yeah, trying to figure out how to make that work with 8 arms. Or 6 arms, I guess.
Yeah. I imagine he just has at least 2 of them dedicated to it at any given time.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. Okay, so I think we have time to do one location question each. Let's. So our location questions can apply to New York City. It could apply to Vision's Academy. It could apply to May's, underground base. It could apply to the tunnels that Man Spider roams around. So it's relatively flexible. You just got to decide what you want it to apply to, and then answer the questions. So let's go in reverse. Eric, pick one of your location questions.
I like going off of what Joey said. You compete with someone in our location. Who is it, and why do you, and what do they do? I like the idea that his spider person, like the fact that my Peter Parker has lost touch with his Aunt May, and this is like the first time he's had like a semblance of a normal life, and the fact that Joey's character is like, I just like hanging out here, and he's like, come on, dude, you could go anywhere. Like, I'm stuck here. Please go.
Okay, so you compete with your spider compatriots for May's attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Joey, what's one of yours?
I really like this question, but I need some help answering it. someone vital left our location but returned. Why did they leave and what brought them back?
Ooh.
So, trying to think who that might have been who left. I kind of like the idea of it being either New York.
Spider Pig. That's Jason's favorite. And...
Point of order, it's Spider Ham.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank
shit!
you.
What
Yeah.
did I?
Oh no,
my God.
she
Peter
meant the
Porker.
Simpsons Spider
The
Pig.
Simpsons
Yeah.
Spider Pig.
Okay.
No,
No.
Spider-Ham did not exist in this timeline.
Disagree.
Oh, he's the best. But yeah, so I
just-
really like that question, but I need help because I really like that question.
Okay. One option could be that MJ had disappeared for a while, and when she came back, became the mayor. That's a possibility. I know Abria was hoping for more MJ screen time, so
I did. I definitely did.
It could also be maybe Gwen or
Maximum
So-
from the original squad feels
Or-
good.
I mean, what do we mean by vital? I mean, because like, what if Wilson Fisk is back after a year in jail?
Or I
mean-
was gonna say that. Or I love Doc Ock. She's great.
Yeah.
Oh, she is awesome. Yeah,
sure.
it's very true.
Also, I feel like that's a little more interesting than Kingpin
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you personally because you have like an alternate universe Doc Ock connection.
Doc Ock has returned.
Right, yeah.
from
I can live with
being
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Has she
Well,
returned from
yeah.
being-
Because in my
Go ahead.
what did happen to her? Or what?
I thought she was arrested.
I don't
We
think we
have
ever
no-
saw her get
We
arrested.
never saw her.
Oh, that's
She took
right.
off.
Yeah.
And that's
okay.
why I like the idea that she just went to ground for a while and probably has
Yeah.
come up with like some new cool thing
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's gonna resurface.
hmm
The
Maybe
fun.
she's a new teacher at Visions and we just don't know it yet.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
well,
the
Miles
funny
would
thing is-
recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could like
Mhm.
do something about it. She's very smart. Because maybe
She-
like she has some technology that allows her to use the same hologram stuff that our Peter occasionally uses.
Sure.
So like
It's
she was able to
weird. She
spot-
only sits next to the wall outlet.
Yeah. Why is everyone against the wall?
Well, I'm just saying Adam's character is descended from Doc Ock. Maybe they invented that same device in
Yeah.
different timeline
I love
verses.
that.
What's funny is that in my universe, my father is Otto Octavius, and my mother is a gender bent lizard.
Yeah.
Instead of Kurt Connors, it's Carol Connors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it. Yeah, so let's make that Doc Ock.
So that's real complicated for me. Is that my dad is now a mom, and my mom is now a dad.
Sure. And also doesn't know you exist.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Neither of them know I exist. Yeah.
And what brought them back? Revenge.
Yeah. Okay. So Doc Ock is teaching at Visions Academy now.
Yes.
But we don't know that it's her. There's just a
That's
new
amazing.
physics teacher.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
God, you guys, I love Liv so much.
Yep.
She's so good.
I just
She
want her
really
to choke
was.
me. This is very good.
Just want her to choke you.
hmm
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Except what I
heard that.
said.
Okay.
All right.
No shame. Okay. Abria, what's one of your location questions?
Ooh, here's what I can't think of, so we can also workshop it as a group. What is a negative turn of phrase that is used in our location? I love these ones, and I
Mhm.
can't think of something off the dome.
Yeah.
Would that be like something at your school group?
Yeah, I think just like youth culture. Like, what's a turn of phrase that's popped up given like our specific context? And the thing I'm leaning toward, and feel free to like jump in with something completely different, is kind of piggybacking off of J. Jonah Jameson's like very vehement like anti-man spider campaign. That there might
Mhm.
be some sort of like negative phrase related to that character that everyone says casually that like is just like, hey, that's hurtful. We're like, oh, sorry, I was just saying it.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
term that JJ came up with that people have picked up and are saying around you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What, like a menace?
Yeah. I just
What if
wanna do,
it's?
oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What if it's a term that J. Jonah Jameson's come up with for people who still support Spider-Man, like a webhead or something of that nature?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so like it refers to people who are supporters of Spider-Man or Spider Crew. So, okay. I'll put webhead here, and we can adjust that as needed.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Okay, Adam.
Okay. So, all right. Okay, so someone in our location brings up sad memories for you.
Oh God.
Who is it, and what do they remind you of? Well, God, that's like that could be everyone. Okay. My other one is our location has a major benefit or advantage over other locations like it. What is that benefit?
No, I want your sad memories.
You want my sad memories? Okay.
Well,
All
unless you want to X the question and move on, that's your prerogative. But like, don't feel like you shouldn't do that.
No, it's just oh, actually, you know what it is? It's well, I think it's Kurt Connors. So because Eric, you were having Peter has been working with Dr. Connors, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe the Kurt Connors in this universe reminds me a lot of my mom, and I feel like I can't. And I admire him and his scientific research and all that, but I can't really get close to him because.
Is he a lizard now?
Is he lizard yet, or what do we think?
Let's see.
Well, Lizard was in the movie, right?
Yeah, he was.
No, that was Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
okay.
It was Green Goblin.
No, but I thought Lizard was also in the movie.
I thought they were both there. Am I just making that up?
I don't remember Lizard.
It might have been like one of those quick little like vignette moments when they were like.
Yeah, wasn't it backstory for like Spider-Gwen?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah, maybe so.
Well, yeah, for Spider-Gwen, because Peter Parker was the lizard in Spider-Gwen's universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Right, okay.
Hey, good for me.
You did it, Abria.
I got one geek point today. Hooray!
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe he isn't the lizard yet here.
Because if this is the Raimi verse, he's not the lizard, but
Okay.
Yeah.
We could say not lizard yet, but is somebody that you know is doing experiments in the tunnels and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can also leave it blank whether or not he's the lizard yet. But because to me, the sadness isn't that he's the lizard necessarily. It's that he's not my actual mother.
Well, right. But I think if he's not the lizard, then he may have a physical resemblance to her. You know, which would, ping that a little bit more immediately.
Yeah. But I mean, he can, he doesn't always have a permanent transformation, right? Because I think in some iterations he's occasionally like cured, and others he's
is
like
he a were-lizard?
Well, his backstory, from what I remember, is he's missing an arm, and he's like trying to grow it back using lizard DNA, and that causes him to turn into the lizard.
Yeah.
But I think it's like not all. Yeah, sometimes it's like he can be saved, but sometimes it's like too far gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't have to decide all that now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that's one of the best ones. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All All right. Well, that's 4 location questions. I think that gets us a lot of the way into the story. And next week we can get Michelle in on this and fill all this out. So I think we'll call it there.
Hey.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you everyone for joining us here on the Probably Okay Games channel. I'm Jason. This is my channel, and I'm new at streaming stuff by myself. On this, never mind.
You're doing a good job, and I'm proud of you.
We believe in you.
Hey, Jason. Jason, it's the first time you're streaming on your own channel. It's probably okay.
Okay. So you can find me at a lot of places, mostly at Happy Jack's RPG, a little bit of Saving Throw, a little bit of 12-Sided Stories, and a game I made called Demigods is over at demigodspbta.com. And I'm joined here by several friends. Adam, who are you and what makes you famous?
Halito, my name is Adam, and I am a Choctaw Two-Spirit artist and other things. I'm recently restarting my art career, which is kind of nice. I'm sort of scaling back on streaming games for a little while so I can focus more on my art. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Hoobuk, HOOBUK. And then I have lots of games that I've GM'd or played in over at Happy Jack's RPG, where I'm also active on the forums over there, and you can find me there. Joey and Abria.
Awesome. Abria.
Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, QUIDDIE. I stream all over the place. Some of my persistent campaigns are on Mondays. You can catch me over at Hyper RPG on Prologue 1991. We're doing a small hiatus in live stream games, but keep an eye out on socials. We're still releasing like bits of content until we figure out the best possible way to start playing again. On Tuesdays over at Saving Throw Show, we are in a tiny hiatus that will be coming back soon on April 14th, but I run Pirates of Salt Bay, which is a D&D 5th edition campaign, along with Eric, which is super good and fun. We'll have a chat back, I think, next Tuesday. Is that? Okay, cool. Just saying stuff. On Wednesdays, I have a new campaign over at Scabby Rooster starting up. It's in the Hill Folk setting. I don't think we have a name yet, but I believe that's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this Wednesday, you can catch me at 11 a.m. On Straticus's channel. We're playing an all-drow campaign. It's a one-shot, but it might evolve into something a little bigger and meatier. So keep an eye on my socials for that. Other than that, every Friday, a new episode on 12-Sided Stories, a fully produced podcast drops. We're just getting back into Otherworld London. It's season 3 of a Call of Cthulhu campaign, and it's super fun, and I'm happy to be there.
I don't know how many of us remember getting the paper copy of the TV guide at home, but I feel like I need one of those just for Abria's streaming schedule so I know when and where to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same. I never know.
Joey, what are you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm Joey. You can find me on social media at Joey Nestra. You can catch me tonight on Happy Jack's RPG for the season finale of Greenwood Collective.
Oh shit, I'm in
catch
that.
me every. Yes, you are.
I'm in that too.
Good job.
Oh my god.
You can catch me every Wednesday at Happy Jack's RPG, starting a new campaign in. I think we're going with a different system. It's still up in the air. We'll find out on Wednesday. It's gonna be really exciting. But a bunch of people I've never played with before. Super stoked. And every other Sunday, you can catch me at Happy Jack's RPG, playing in a Glittering Night, our Vampire 5e game, living my absolute best Toreador life. It's everything I've wanted and more. I'm also a local musician and singer and actor in LA, Orange County area. So keep an eye out on my socials for the next performance. If and when we ever come back from this coronavirus hiatus, please and thank you.
Cool. And Eric.
Hi, yeah, you can always follow me on the social media, mostly Eric, which is also my Twitch channel where I stream most weekdays and stuff like that, playing video games over there. As Bria said, you can catch me on Pirates of Salt Bay, which comes back on April 14th. with our D&D pirate themed action. And apart from that, I don't know. That's all I can think of at the moment.
What are you playing on stream right now?
I was playing a lot of Animal Crossing. I think I might play something else today. We'll see. Or I'll just continue to play Animal Crossing.
I should mention too, on Fridays I've started doing the Friday Fly Day, playing No Man's Sky with Sam Delev at Tchaikovsky, and it's been a very chill, nice experience to just go around in space and explore and just chill out for a couple hours. It's great. Okay, well, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Our kickoff session of
Jason, your Sunday game. Oh
my God, thank you. My irritation is with me, not with you for reminding me. Thank you.
I know.
I just started a Sunday campaign of D&D in Eberron. We're using 5th edition rules with the slight change of using the 2 10-sided dice added up in place of the D20, which creates a little bit of a probability curve in the middle, which is an experiment I read about online and thought it was interesting, and so we're going to jump into that. So that's every other Sunday, opposite the game Joey just mentioned. So we just went this Sunday. You can go watch that, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks to do that again. This we're planning on doing every Monday, except for the Mondays where we can't. So Monday morning masks will be our thing, and we will be back next week with our 5th player as well. So have I forgotten anything? Probably. It's probably okay.
Probably.
You said the title.
Wow.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us, and that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
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 Bye.